tendrá la palabra a continuación el señor Muchocorba Leónidas, secretario general del Movimiento Panafricano de la Juventud. Forma parte de la delegación de Tanzania presente en esta conferencia.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm very much honored to have an occasion to talk to this August Assembly, which has been doing a very nice job for the Sahara people and of course for Africa. Mr. Chairman, I'm really very honored also to be with you to try to express how much the young people of Africa are very much worried by what is taking place in Western Sahara. Mr. Chairman, we as young people of Africa, under the Pan-African Youth Movement, have always been battling to express the interests of the Sahara people for quite a long time. The youth of Sahara and INTERVENCION are members of the Pan-African Youth Movement, and we have always tried with them to try to show to the world that there is a natural catastrophe somewhere, but the world is keeping quiet. We as young people of Africa refuse to see such an occasion. We are continuing to say again that the Sahara people have suffered for a long time, and they deserve a very immediate attention. The Sahara people, like many other people in the world, they need to have their rights, and these rights should not be taken as just mere rights which should be given as a present. The rights of the people, like the Sahara people, cannot be taken as a present. They are a right, and they should be given to the Sahara people so that they can live as dignified people all over the world. Mr. Chairman, the world is talking of democracy, human rights, and so on and so forth. This is the language. But we are surprised why when we reach the question of Western Sahara, the whole world is keeping quiet. It is very much disheartening. Certain big powers are trying to manipulate the whole process of self-determination in Western Sahara by proposing unworkable solutions. The so-called third option is just a manifestation of how the world has become a world of hypocrisy and demagogy. We as young people in Africa, we are a product of a long history of colonization, so we know the dangers of continuing to be colonized. We always ask ourselves, what have the Sahrawi people did to deserve such humiliation? Why? We are seeing certain forces talking of other issues in Afghanistan and so on and so forth, but when it comes to Western Sahara, they are quiet. I want to use this occasion to say again, the African young people have said enough is enough. We have to take up the courage and be with the Sahrawi people so that they can live like dignified people. Mr. Chairman, I have been thrice 4 times in the Sahrawi refugee camps, and it was terrible to see the conditions under which our young people, the young generation, the children, the women are suffering while we are keeping quiet. It is not just. We have to change. But who has to change it? we in Africa have decided that the Pan-African Youth Movement will mobilize all the young people, civil societies in Africa, to raise the voice so that the Sahrawi people can live as dignified people, at least in Africa. We will never accept the hypocrisy of the world. My comrade from South Africa has rightly said, we are talking of the African Union. We as a platform of the young people in Africa have decided that the African Union will be a political sham and a shame if we continue to talk in big OAU summits without finding a solution to the Sahrawi people. It will be a shame, and we said we will never accept it. Mr. Chairman, I want to finish by emphasizing the fact that what you are trying to do here in Seville at this conference is a very important gesture for the Sahrawi people, and I want to emphasize that we are with you, and we propose concretely that we establish a working relationship between the European network and an African network so that the people of Sahrawi can have their self-determination. And I thank you, Mr. Chairman.